Hello, my name is Howie and I have a 4.0 GPA while taking 4 AP classes. Here are some tips on how you can get similar results in your academics. My first tip that I feel like many students do not use enough is asking others for help. Asking for help saves energy. If you're spending minutes trying to figure out a question, chances are you don't know how to do it fully yet. And by asking others, not only do you save time, but you also save yourself energy that you can spend on other questions that you might be able to solve. Now, I want to emphasize that if you do get the answer somehow, you will need to learn how to do the question yourself. It's really helpful if you're asking a teacher or searching up a guide or asking a friend who knows their stuff, because then they'll actually be there to guide you and teach you why the answer is the way that it is. I also want to add that searching up the answer is underrated if you're responsible enough to learn from it. My next tip is to just take the F, and that's not to submit any dishonest work. Not only is cheating a bad habit that you don't want to carry on into your future, but cheating also steals away from your own knowledge. If you receive an 100 when you didn't know how to do 30% of that work, you're not going to go back to that assignment and review that 30%. You might have even forgotten which questions you didn't know how to do. Also, not having an 100 in the class when you really don't deserve it, it will give you an accurate representation of your standing and how much you know in that class, versus what your grade would be if you submitted dishonest work. I feel like a lot of students care too much about their grade and not about learning. Everybody is doing these homework assignments and studying for these tests saying, oh, I don't want my grade to drop. That isn't the right mindset. Your mindset should be, oh, I want to learn this, not, oh, my grade is going to drop. See every single test and every single assignment as a learning opportunity and a review, not as another grade booster or another assignment that could possibly drop your grade. My final tip for this video is to fix your schedule. Just think about it. If you wake up tired every single day, you're not going to perform as well in school. And if you don't perform as well in school, you're not going to perform as well on your homework. If you don't perform as well on your homework, you're not going to get enough sleep for the next day, and the cycle continues. This is what I call trying to fight an uphill battle, when you're trying to get work done, but your schedule just isn't fit for it. Instead, have the discipline to go to extra help when you need it, to make up extra assignments if you were absent, so that you don't postpone it for a later date, and you can focus more on what you're currently learning. Have the discipline to get off social media and get off video games, because we all know that's not going to help you in any way. Now, the goal of this video was just to provide my insight and my tips on how I manage to maintain the grades I do, and I make the most out of my time. I'm not trying to make any judgments on. I'm not trying to say that grades are the most important thing in somebody's life. There are a lot of different routes that people could go in, and it's honestly, I'd say finding what you enjoy to do is probably more important than grades. But of course, grades do open up doors, and it's not good to fail classes. Your grades do appear on your transcript, which jobs will ask